Hello guys, welcome to the Guide Podcast. I still remember your wonderful host, King T-Boss. Okay, on today's episode, we'll be talking about 3 things a creative needs to know before going in for a job. 3 things a creative needs to know before going in for a job. First of all, you identify your communication skills with your client. Secondly, you prepare your mind for the shoot. Thirdly, you make your gears available and ready for production. Okay guys, see you guys after this short break. I still remember your wonderful host, King T-Boss. Hello guys, welcome back to the Guide Podcast. I still remember your wonderful host, King T-Boss, and we're still talking about 3 things a creative needs to know before going in for a shoot with a client. First of all, identify your communication skills. Whatever transaction you're having with your client, make sure they are all documented. Make sure they are all written on a piece of paper or a letter-headed paper or on social media or on chat, so that if there's any issues, you can always go back to that conversation for reference purposes. There are so many cases whereby a client and a photographer or a client and a videographer have finally agreed on certain amount of price, and at the end the client come back to say, no, I did not agree for this price, this is a fake price. And the photographer will say, sir, this is what we agreed on, because the communication was on phone, the communication was not written, no transaction was written, there's no evidence of their transaction, thereby causing disagreement between the clients and the creative. Okay, but if in the process whereby there are all conversations written down, there's evidence of conversation, you can always go back there and reference it that, oh man, this is how much we discussed, and here is what you agreed on, here is what you agreed on. There's proof that that certain amount was agreed on. So guys, before going in with a deal, please try to make sure that all your conversation with that client is documented. It's very, very important as a creative. Make sure all your conversation is documented, all your agreement is documented, so that you can always go back for reference purposes to avoid further brouhaha. Okay guys, let's move to number 2. Number 2, plan yourself towards achieving the shoot. Create whatever mood board you want to shoot, whatever you want to create it, let it be in your head, and then when you get on set, you already know what to do without the client telling you anything. You know that as you are going, this is what you are going to shoot. As you are going, this is what you are going to shoot. Guys, it helps a lot creating a mood board before going for a shoot, because it's like a directive to you as a creative. It doesn't make you look unprofessional. It makes you look professional, because the client knows that, okay, this is what my photographer is coming to do. And when you start executing it, it gives your client joy. It gives your client happiness, and it gives your client the peace of mind they desire from your production. Okay guys, on that note, we'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I still remain your wonderful host, King T-Boss. Welcome back guys to the Guide Podcast. I still remember your wonderful host, King T-Boss, and we're still talking about 3 things a creative needs to know before going on set with a client. Number 3, identify your gears, your working tools, your equipment you're going to use to work, and make sure after identifying those things, get them ready a day before your event. Get them all fully charged, your batteries fully charged, your light stand, your tripod, everything all set out, arranged accordingly how you are going to use it. And then on the day of the event, make sure you go very early. Go early so that you use the extra time to do to scout out for venues where you can shoot, locations, and you test run your gears, set them, prepare them for the shoot, because these are equipment. Anything can happen. They might go crazy sometimes. Some equipment might not function when it's time to use them because you did not do double checking. Some of those gears can decide to develop fault while on set. And when you don't have experience, you start panicking on set, making your client look scared, making your client looking like, oh, did I make the wrong choice? Or this client, is he capable of delivering to me? No. But when you have that experience, you go on time. Use that time to check your gears, check your cameras, check your lights, check everything. Make sure they are all working properly and perfectly, so that when it's time to shoot, you already know that there's no cause for alarm. And then, as an experienced creative, you won't be able to panic. Don't panic whenever you develop faults or issues on set. Use your calm mind and control the situation. Don't even show emotion to allow your client or your customer realize that there's an issue. Try to use your professionalism to calm the situation down, and then strive to achieve. No matter what, try to achieve success in every situation you find yourself. For every situation that happens to you, there's a reason. It's either it's making you bigger or it's making you smaller. And in the situation where it's making you bigger, you learn from that aspect. You learn on the go. You learn on the field. So guys, don't forget these three things. Keep all your conversations on check. Identify your position, your creative position. Identify your gears and make sure they are properly arranged. On that note, we come to the end of today's episode on the Guide Podcast. I still remain your wonderful host, King Tibos, and I say bye for now.